bones so that you're starting out stable. Draw the navel in towards your spine and allow the crown of the head to reach towards the sky. Bring the shoulder blades together and down the back and place the hands on the thighs, palms up and close. Start to become aware of your breath, allowing it to flow in through the nose and out through the nose. With each inhale, allow the spine to grow tall. And then as you exhale, you'll keep the length in the spine, but just begin to allow your body to soften. So relax the jaw, relax the shoulders. With each inhale, allow that spine to grow tall. And then as you exhale, you'll keep the length in the spine, reaching the crown of the head towards the sky. So today's class is going to be focusing on joy. And I just want you to think for a moment, how would you define joy? How do you experience joy? What is it to you? I decided I'd start today with a definition of joy. And this is actually a definition that's taken from the book of Peter. And it states that joy is gladness, not based on circumstance. So it's being happy to be happy. You don't need other things to make you happy and glad. You just are. Throughout class today, I'm going to be reading different quotes about joy. And I'll read them at a time where you'll be able to think about them for a moment. Because we talk about gratitude a lot when we practice together and how gratitude is a practice. So is joy. Let's bring the hands together at the heart in Anjali Mudra, prayer position. We'll breathe together 3 times, and on the 3rd exhale, we'll share the sound of Om. Take a nice deep breath in through the nose, and exhale through the nose. Inhale, and exhale. And for the 3rd time together, inhale. Bow your head. Place the hands on the thighs. Softly open your eyes, looking forward. So in addition to talking about joy today, we're going to be working on poses that help to release tension in the neck and the shoulders. So we'll start today seated. And now we're sitting in Sukhasana, easy pose, simple cross-legged posture. Press down through those sit bones. As you inhale, create length in the spine. Take a breath in, and as you exhale, begin to turn the head to look to the left. As you inhale, come back to center. And then as you exhale, begin to turn the head to look to the right. Inhale, back to center. Continue moving with the breath, just turning that head from one side to the other. The next time the head comes back to center, you can pause there. Press down through the sit bones. Inhale, grow tall. As you exhale, you're going to tip your left ear towards the left shoulder, feeling the stretch in the right side of the neck. As you inhale, bring yourself back up. Exhale, right ear towards right shoulder. Inhale, back up. And again, you'll move with the breath, just tipping the head from side to side. The next time you tip to the left, I want you to pause there. Then take the left hand behind you and place that left hand on the top of the right hip. Bring your head back to neutral. Left hand comes back around. On the exhale, tip the head to the right. Take the right hand behind you, placing the hand on top of the left hip. Slowly bring yourself back up. So again, we're going to tip the head to the left. This time, we'll bring the left hand around the back, placing the hand on top. We'll take the right hand behind, placing the hand on top of the left hip. Bring that head back up. Right hand comes back to your thigh. Tip the head to the right. Take the left hand behind you. Place the hand on top of the right hip. Slowly bring that head back up. Can you shut the door? And bring your left hand back to your thigh. Next, we're going to bring our arms out like a T, palms face the floor. Turn the palms to face the sky, and notice when you do that, you get an opening in the shoulders. Draw the shoulder blades together and down the back, and breathe. From here, as you inhale, arms come up overhead, palms come together to touch, and as you exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Sweep the arms out nice and wide. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands come to your heart. Continue moving with your breath here, reaching towards the sky. And as you exhale, bring those hands to your heart. You're moving with your breath at your own pace. One more time. When you finish, you can just rest with the hands at the heart. So next, we're going to practice Gomukhasana arms, cow face pose arms. If you have a strap nearby, you can grab that, or if you have a belt or a scarf, anything like that. If you don't have anything like that, it's not a big deal. I'm going to turn around just so you can see what I'm doing. So if you have a strap, you'll place it in the right hand. Everyone will bring that right arm up towards the sky, and as you exhale, bend the elbow, placing the hand between the shoulder blades. Reach around with the left hand. First, see if you can grasp your fingertips. If not, you have the strap to hold on to. So now I'll just turn around so you can see me from the front. So this is Gomukhasana arms, cow face pose arms. Be very mindful here that you're not pushing your head forward. Your bicep is hugging into the ear, elbow towards the sky. Focus on your breath. Release the fingertips. Bring the left hand back around. Right arm reaches tall. Lower it to your knee. If you're using a strap, place it in the left hand. Actually, yeah. As you inhale, that left arm reaches up. Thanks. As you exhale, the elbow bends, hand between the shoulder blades. So notice the bicep is right next to the ear here. Reach around with the right hand. First, see if you can find those fingertips. Maybe you can, maybe you can't. If not, just hold on to the strap where it's comfortable. Spine is tall, chest is open, breath is balanced. Release the hands. Bring your right hand back around. Left arm reaches tall. As you exhale, lower it to your knees. You can take that strap and just place it to the side, and we'll come to all fours, hands and knees. When you are on all fours, be sure that the knees are just hip width apart. The knees are slightly behind the hips. Hands are shoulder width apart, and they are slightly forward of the shoulders. Take a breath in. As you exhale, shift the hips to the heels, the chest to the thighs, coming to extended child's pose. So those elbows are up off of the mat. As you inhale, come up all fours. Move with your breath here. Exhaling back to child's pose. Inhaling up all fours. Be sure that the neck is in neutral. The neck is an extension of the spine. So resist the urge to look up and also resist the urge to just let that head hang. The next time you shift back to child's pose, pause there. So I'm going to read another quote, and you'll have a moment to just think about it for yourself. Comparison is the thief of joy. Comparison is the thief of joy. Kneeling on your mat, place your right hand on the sacrum, which is the triangular bone at the base of the spine. As you inhale, the left arm sweeps up. As you exhale, hinge forward, chest to the thighs, hips to the heels. As the left arm sweeps back, head turns to look to the left. As you inhale, the right arm sweeps up towards the sky as you come back to kneeling. Exhale, right arm sweeps down, comes to rest on the sacrum as you turn that head to look to the right. Inhale, unhinge, left arm reaches up towards the sky. Exhale, left arm sweeps out, comes to rest at the sacrum as you turn that head to the left. Inhale, right arm reaches up. Keep going, moving with your breath here. We're just alternating which arm we're using and which way we turn our head. This will be our last one. So when you hinge forward here, you can just rest in child's pose. Come back to the balanced breath if it's gotten away from you. And then we'll come back to kneeling. We're going to practice what I call baby camel. This is a more gentle version of camel pose, which is a back bend. So you'll take both hands to the sacrum, that triangular bone at the base of the spine. You're going to press down through the knees and the shins and the tops of the feet. As you inhale, create length in the spine. Lift up through the sternum, and then you're just going to take a subtle back bend here. Try to keep the hips right above the knees. Good job. Slowly bring yourself up. Step your left foot forward. Bring those arms out like a T. Palms face the sky. Take a breath in. As you exhale, begin to twist to the left as you bring your left hand to the outside of your left knee. You can reach the right fingertips towards the space behind you. I'm getting my rights and my lefts all confused here. So left foot is on the floor, right hand to the outside of the left knee, left fingertips reaching to the space behind you. Slowly bring yourself back to center. Step that left knee back to meet the right. Inhale, both arms sweep up. As you exhale, hinge from those hips, folding forward. Both arms sweep out. Hands come to rest on the sacrum. Inhale, use the core, bring yourself back up, arms up overhead. Exhale, arms sweep out. Hands come to rest at the sacrum. Continue moving here with the breath. You can alternate which way you turn your head as you come back down. The next time those arms come up overhead, as you exhale, you can lower them by your sides and step the right foot forward. Bring your arms out like a T, palms face the sky. Take a breath in. As you exhale, begin to twist to the right, bringing the left hand to the outside of the right knee, reaching the right fingertips towards the space behind you, focusing on the breath. Slowly bring yourself back to center. Step that right knee back to meet the left. As you inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, hinge forward, resting in child's pose. Sometimes we are so focused on the finish line that we fail to find joy in the journey. Sometimes we are so focused on the finish line that we fail to find joy in the journey. Let's bring ourselves up to standing. So we'll stand in what's called Tadasana, mountain pose. To stand in mountain pose, we stand with our feet just femur width apart. The feet are parallel to each other. They look like an 11. And we're rooting down through the four corners of the feet. So that's the pad of the big toe and little toe, and then the inner and outer heel. To really feel those points, lift your toes. Notice that when you lift those toes, you can really feel the 4 points of the foot against the earth. Your leg muscles also activate and contract. So we want to keep all of that and just let the toes rest. Your hips are stacked on your knees stacked on ankles. Now, when I'm just standing around and not being mindful, my pelvis tips way forward. It causes a lot of low back pain, and it's indicative of a weak core. So I'm going to draw the tailbone towards the heels, the navel towards the spine to bring my pelvis to neutral. Crown of the head reaches towards the sky, shoulder blades together and down the back. So this is Tadasana, mountain pose. From here, take a breath in. As you exhale, begin to turn that head to look to the left. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, turn that head to look to the right. Inhale, back to center. 2 more on each side. When you finish, you can just bring that head back to neutral, and we'll stand at the top of the mat. Standing in Tadasana. As you inhale, the arms sweep up overhead. As you exhale, you're going to hinge from the hips, folding forward. If you can, you'll bring your hands down to the ground. If the hands can't get there, you can bend your knees, or you could put yoga blocks or something else under your hands. On the inhale, you'll come up halfway. So just let the hands slide right up the shins. The crown of the head is reaching to the space in front of you, feet pressing into the floor. Exhale, fold forward. Place the hands on the hips, press down through the feet, and bring yourself up to standing. Inhale, arms sweep up. Exhale, fold forward, hinging from the hips, fingertips down to the ground. As you inhale, come halfway up, flat back. Exhale, fold forward. Hands come to the hips, press down through the feet to bring yourself back up. We'll do that 2 more times. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, hinge from the hips, folding forward. As you inhale, come halfway up. As you exhale, fold. Press down through those feet. Arms start to lift. Once the arms are in line with the ears, use that core to bring yourself up. Exhale, hands come to your heart. Last time, inhale, arms sweep up. Exhale, hinge from the hips, folding forward. As you inhale, bring yourself up halfway. Exhale, fold. Press down through those feet. Arms start to lift. Once the arms are in line with the ears, use the core, come all the way up. Exhale, hands come to your heart. So here we're going to take the hands to the sacrum once again. Press down through the feet. Inhale, grow tall. Again, reach up through the sternum. And then you're just going to take it back for a subtle back bend. Breathe here. Slowly bring yourself back up. So now if you have a strap, you can grab that. If not, you're just going to clasp your hands together behind you. Either way is fine. So if you have a strap, you're going to hold onto the strap with a narrow grasp or clasp the hands together. So you'll press down through the feet. Inhale, grow tall. As you exhale, hinge from the hips as the arms reach up towards the sky. So you're either holding onto your strap or you can have your hands clasped together. Breathe here. Press down through the feet. Use the core. Bring yourself back up. You can just place your strap to your side. Give yourself a big hug. And now give yourself a big hug, arms going the other way. And bring your arms by your sides. As you inhale, arms sweep up. Exhale, hinge forward. Relax the head and neck. Here you can grab opposite elbows and just let the trunk of the body hang naturally. See if you can really let go of the tension in your neck and just let that head hang. Joy happens to us when we allow ourselves to realize how good things really are. Joy happens to us when we allow ourselves to realize how good things really are. So if we practice gratitude, it can lead to joy. Release your elbows, place the hands on the hips, press down through the feet, and bring yourself up to standing. So now we'll take a nice wide stance on the mat. When we take a wide stance, the outer edges of the feet are parallel to the outer edges of the mat. Bring your arms by your sides. As you inhale, arms reach up. As you exhale, arms lower. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, arms lower. The next time those arms come up overhead, allow the palms to come together to touch. As you exhale, hands come to your heart. From here, bring your arms by your sides. As you inhale, arms sweep up. And then as you exhale, you'll hinge forward from those hips. Again, you can bend the knees here if you'd like. Hands come down to the ground or on top of blocks. Relax the head and neck, Prasarada Padottanasana. wide-legged forward fold. You can gently turn the head from side to side here. Place your hands on your hips. Press down through the feet and bring yourself up. So again, if you have a strap, you'll grab that. If you don't, it's not a big deal. So here we're going to take a nice wide grasp on the strap. As you inhale, arms reach up. Then as you exhale, begin to tip to the right. So notice that I'm not turning my chest towards the floor. As you inhale, bring yourself up. On the next exhale, tip to the left. Pretend that you're standing between two panes of glass. Bring yourself back up. And if you turn, you're going to break that glass. So we want to keep ourselves from turning here. We're just going from side to side. The next time the arms come up, you can lower the strap and place it to the side. We're going to begin to move into extended triangle pose. So when we go into this pose, I want you to, again, pretend you're standing between two panes of glass and we don't want to break the glass. Bring the arms out like a T, palms face the floor. Turn those palms to face the sky. Notice how you get an opening and bring the shoulder blades together. Now just turn the palms to face the floor and gaze out over the right fingertips. Actually, don't gaze out over those fingertips yet. I got ahead of myself. Come up on the heel of your left foot. Toes turn in slightly. Come up on the heel of that right foot. Toes turn out 90 degrees. Now gaze out over those right fingertips. So reach to the space to your right. And then as you exhale, tip to the right. Utthita Trikonasana, extended triangle pose. So again, we're not turning the chest towards the floor because that will break our glass. Traditionally, we gaze up at the left fingertips, but if that bothers your neck, you can look straight ahead or down to the floor. Sometimes it's even nice to continue to look up, forward, down, forward, up, so that we don't create any tension in the neck. So you can do whatever feels best for you with the head position. Press down through the feet, the left hand to bring yourself up. As you exhale, lower the arms, bring those feet back to parallel. On the inhale, arms sweep up. As you exhale, hinge forward. Again, let the head just hang. Hands come to the hips, press down through the feet, bring yourself back up. This time we'll come up on the heel of the right foot, toes turn in slightly, then come up on the heel of that left foot, toes turn out 90 degrees. Arms parallel to the mat, we'll turn the palms to face the sky, bring those shoulder blades together, and then just turn the palms to face the ground. Gaze out over the left fingertips. Begin to reach the left fingertips to the space to your left, and as you exhale, tip to the left for Utthita Trikonasana, extended triangle pose, and breathe. Now, if you find that you are turning to face the floor, sometimes if you just come up a little bit, it can be better. Press down through the feet, Use that right hand to bring yourself back up. We're going to bring our feet to parallel, lower the arms. Inhale, arms sweep up. Exhale, hinge forward. Relax the head and neck. Hands come to the hips. Press down through the feet to bring yourself up. Step your feet just to femur width apart. Turn back to face the front of your mat, and we'll come to all fours, hands and knees, and then shift back to child's pose and rest. Joy is not a distant destination in which you arrive, but a path you choose to travel each day. Joy is not a distant destination in which you arrive, but a path you choose to travel each day. Bring yourself back up to all fours, hands and knees. We'll move in and out of child's pose. So take a breath in. As you exhale, shift your hips to your heels, your chest to your thighs. Inhale up all fours. Exhale back. Inhale up. The next time you come to all fours, pause there. We're going to move into extended puppy pose. So take your hands forward about one hand length. You'll then begin to shift your hips back and up as your forearms and your chest and your chin lower down to mat. Instead of the chin, you could also place the forehead to the mat, whichever feels better to you. Breathe here. Slowly bring yourself up. Walk your hands back one hand length. Take a breath in, and as you exhale, you'll round the spine towards the sky. And then as you inhale, your belly draws down towards the mat as the bottom and the head reach towards the sky. Exhale, round the spine. Inhale, belly draws down. So when you exhale and round that spine, really pull the navel in towards your spine. Come back to neutral neck, neutral spine. So we're going to come to lay down on our bellies. Bring your arms by your sides, the palms face the sky. As you inhale, your head and your chest will lift as the right arm lifts and you bring your index finger to your forehead. On the exhale, that right arm sweeps back down as you lower. Inhale, head, chest, left arm lift right arm lift as the right index finger comes to touch the forehead. Sweep that right arm back around as you lower. Inhale, lift, left index finger to forehead. Exhale, lower, left arm by your side. Inhale, lift, right index finger to forehead. Exhale, lower, right arm by your side. Go ahead and do 2 more on each side. When you finish, you can roll over onto the back and hug the knees into the chest. Take your time getting there, but once you hug those knees in when you're laying on your back, feel free to rock side to side to give yourself a little back massage. Become still and hug the knees in. And I'll read another quote. The most important word in choose joy isn't joy, it's choose. The most important word in choose joy isn't joy, it's choose. So that reminds us that it's always our choice. From here, place your right hand on the right knee, left hand on the left knee. And we're just going to rock head to tail. And when you're ready, you'll bring yourself up to Sukhasana, easy pose. From Sukhasana, be sure to pull the flesh away from those sit bones. Take your left hand behind your left hip. Right hand comes to the top of that left knee. Press down through your sit bones. Inhale, grow tall. As you exhale, starting at the belly, begin to twist to the left. The twist moves up to the ribs, the chest, the shoulders. And today we're going a little different with the head. We're going to lower our right ear towards the right shoulder. Bring that head back up. Slowly come back to center, starting with the head and then working your way down to the belly. The right hand comes behind the right hip, left hand to the top of the right knee. Press down through those sit bones. Inhale, grow tall. As you exhale, begin to twist to the right. And then we're going to lower the left ear towards the left shoulder. Bring the head back up and slowly come back to center, starting with the head, working your way down to the belly. From here, we'll sit in Dandasana, staff pose. So you'll extend the legs out nice and long, and then bend the left knee, sole of the foot comes to the floor, and then let the knee open up out to the side. Sole of the foot is at the inner thigh of this right leg. If you have a strap, you can use it. If not, you don't need it. Bend the right knee, place the strap around the ball of that right foot, and extend the leg nice and long. From here, we'll press down through the sit bones, Create lengthen the spine. And then as you exhale, you're just hinging from the hips. We're not bending the back here. Lead with your chest, not with the head. Keep that neck in neutral. As you inhale, create lengthen the spine. As you exhale, hinge. Now, once you come to your deepest expression of the pose, it is okay to soften a bit and round. Slowly bring yourself back up. You can remove the strap. Extend the left leg nice and long. Bend the right knee. Sole of the foot comes to the floor. And then let the knee open up out to the side. Bend the left knee. Place the strap around the ball of the foot. Extend the leg long. Press down through the sit bones. Inhale, grow tall. As you exhale, hinge forward. Lead with the chest. And then once you're in your deepest expression of the pose, you can soften a bit. Slowly bring yourself back up. Remove the strap, place it to the side. Extend both legs out nice and long, placing your hands by your sides for Dandasana staff pose. Bend your knees, soles of the feet come to the ground. Wrap those arms around the knees. We're going to roll back onto our backs here and just hug the knees into the chest. Joy is a decision, a really brave one, about how you are going to respond to life. It's a decision, a really brave one, about how you are going to respond to life. That quote was from Brené Brown. So keep those knees hugged in. You can turn that head gently from side to side. We're going to begin to move into Shavasana, our last pose. For traditional Shavasana, we lay on our back with those legs extended out nice and long. Arms are by your sides, palms face the sky, and the arms are just a few inches away from the body. Take a nice deep breath in, and as you exhale, just let it all go. Allow your whole body to relax. Relax the jaw by creating a space between the top and bottom rows of teeth. Let the tongue fall away from the roof of the mouth, and let your eyes just rest in their sockets. Resist the urge to make subtle movements. Allow the natural breath to take over and rest in Shavasana. slowly start to deepen your breath, becoming aware of the space around you and becoming aware of your body. Start to make any subtle movements that feel good to you, like wiggling fingers, wiggling toes. Turn the head gently from side to side, and even open the mouth wide to stretch the jaw. And then stretch through the arms and the legs like you're just waking up. Nice full body stretch. And then roll to the right side in the fetal position. And we'll stay here for a few breaths. Keeping your eyes closed, if you'd like, you can bring yourself up to a comfortable seated position. Once you get there, you can bring the hands to the heart in Anjali Mudra. The last quote that I'm going to read is also from Brené Brown. Joy comes to us in moments, ordinary moments. We risk missing out on joy when we get too busy chasing down the extraordinary. Scarcity culture may keep us afraid of living small, ordinary lives. But when you talk to people who have survived great losses, it is clear that the most profound joy we experience is in those small moments that are so easy to overlook. And yoga really does help us to be aware of those small moments by giving us the tools that we need to live in the present. Thank you so much for sharing your practice with me today. May you be happy. May you be peaceful. May you be free from suffering. May you have ease and well-being. Namaste. Thank you.